How you see yourself is how you perceived. I see a man strong, gifted, head strapping, never down on his knees, begging. Gotta make a way, even in my darkest hour. Say the odds against me was new. I would never cower.
What's the second?
It's gonna be between. It's gonna be maybe a lot. No. What do if I was in the car for an hour and I can only play that, I would want to hear
This is
a lust, or maybe
let me tell.
Life is Mine. Maybe Life is Mine.
It's mine.
It's mine.
So,
Yeah.
so let me tell the viewers something that's funny about this album. And by all means, if you never heard of Mobb Deep,
It's crazy.
just
I don't know
rush.
how you cannot.
Just
If you
rush
listen
to Murder
hip-hop,
Music.
yeah.
Just you might say, "Oh, they're old. We don't listen to that now." Listen, if you're a
No.
fan of hip hop, just rush to Mobb Deep's Murder Music and enjoy yourself. And thank
if
me
you
later.
haven't heard,
Thank me
if
later.
you
Thank me.
haven't heard
Thank
that,
me and my
you
boy
crazy.
later. And then make sure you jump in the comments and say thank you, and I'll say you're welcome. Now, the funny thing about this album, like he mentioned, it's so tough that even though I said I had my two, as he
Yeah.
was taking his time to say his second record, I started changing my two. I'm looking at the track list. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
So one is never changing for me. I already know this song is never changing for me. Why? And I'm about to say it is because Freddie Gibbs eventually also did a track with this beat. And it's Where Your Heart At. That song is going nowhere for me. That's always going to be one out of the two records on this album. If I change anything out, it's going to be
mad at it.
it's going to be my
I'm not
second
mad
pick.
at that.
And listen, and understand, I'm saying this with Nas features, and Nas is my favorite rap artist. So for me to pick two songs, and the two songs I'm picking don't even have Nas on it, is telling you something. And I say that respectfully because there's just too much going on in the album. The reason why I didn't pick Quiet Storm and It's Mine is not because they're not great and phenomenal records. It's because it's too well known. And they're phenomenal songs. Like Quiet Storm, I kid you not. When
I
I
don't
heard
think people know though, but I don't think people know that there's a Quiet Storm original. I think they just always
you know the Little
equate-
Kim. But
They know the one with Little
listen,
Kim.
we going. Let me just say this. I don't want to lose my train
Okay.
of thought.
Go ahead.
Quiet Storm. Going back to what we said earlier, with quotables, listen to Prodigy. Get your black and white notebook. Take it back to the old day. Get your black white notebook. Get a pencil. Sit down and listen to Prodigy. And if you're an artist out there and you claiming that you like rap, you claiming you love rap, forget about liking rap. If you love rap, listen to Prodigy and how he approached it. Quotable.
Everything.
From start to
Every
end.
track.
We're talking, I rapped Prodigy's word rhyme from start to finish like I was possessed. It's almost like the movie. The movie actually nailed it. And I don't want to sidetrack and talk about spirits and it's in spirituality, but the movie with Michael B. Jordan nailed it, right?
Mhm.
With him playing Stack, the twins. What's the name of the movie? Why am I losing my thought on that movie?
It's called Sinners.
Thank you. Sinners nailed it with the people getting the rhythm, took over them. Quiet Storm. Listen to Prodigy, and again, a testament to what you said about how these things, the lyrics and the songs, like taught you something. The way Prodigy is rapping on Quiet Storm is the reason why he's the guy. Like, he's the man. Prodigy is the man. And when his verse on Quiet Storm solidified him, he was placed up on the Mount Rushmore of rap once I heard that verse. Right? But let me say my second song. So, Where Your Heart At, I always gravitate to those songs. And this is just a little insight on me. I gravitate to records where artists, they're vulnerable. I want to hear pain. And if the production is crazy, I don't want to hear fluff. Like, don't get me wrong, if I'm in a car, summertime, going to the beach, I want to hear that up tempo. I want to bounce. I want to hear that bounce, that bass, that 808. But I gravitate to pain. I want to hear that record that makes me take off the lights, and the only light in the room is coming from, like, if you have these like portable speakers, the JBLs or whatever, the Sony speakers with the lights. I want to hear your pain, and I want to hear that bass. So we're talking JBL because I need that bass. Sony doesn't really. Sony doesn't have bass. We're talking audio now. That's how.
I got you.
I could make this a 3-part because it's not just about the music. It's about the brand that you're playing the song from. You got to hear that warmth bass. I can't just hear the tremble. Where your heart at? Where your heart at would make you take your glasses off and say, and you keep that on repeat. Where your heart at is hands down my first song, and I don't want to stretch out the Murder Music. My second record, and this was hard, right? I'm gonna have to say Adrenaline, because Adrenaline makes a brother
crazy.
Adrenaline makes a brother from Queens say, they can't tell us nothing.
Nothing.
Where's your
I will be honest.
And
I will be honest.
I told you I was going to talk about. Listen.
That was different.
If you're tuning in, I said it in the top.
I didn't expect you to say those two.
Listen. If you're tuning in and you hate Queens, if you talk shit about Queens, if you don't like Queens rappers,
this ain't for you.
This ain't for you. Because I put the cap on and I'm about to talk my shit, right? I don't care what borough you're from. Respectfully, your artist did not make a record like Adrenaline. Your borough. This is New York right now. I'm not talking other places. Respectfully, it's always respectfully. In New York, your borough doesn't have a producer that embodied New York like Havoc. All right. And if you have a producer from your borough, I don't know his name. No disrespect. I do know his name. Swiss Beats is Bronx, right? Swiss Beats is Bronx.
Yeah, Swiss Beats is BX.
No disrespect to Swiss, because Swiss Echo with Nas. Swiss, salute. Echo with Nas. Oh my goodness. When I heard that, I got stories upon stories. I could make this episode 3 hours because I'm talking music. I'm talking my passion.
You're very respectful. I don't have no respect. Let me tell you something. Queens makes the best artists in hip hop.
Talk that talk.
Queens makes the best artists in hip hop. If you go down the line with hip hop and you say all the acts in Queens, yes, I know you know there's Brooklyn with the Bigs and the Jiggers and the Fabulouses, but if you say Queens and we put out a list of artists from Queens, you will lose your mind. We got it all the way from LL Cool J, Lost Boys, Raw Flush, Mike Geronimo, Nas, 50 Cent, Nicki Minaj, Run DMC.
Tribe Called Quest. Listen,
Mobb Deep.
And listen. And you notice I said Where Your Heart At, and I said Adrenaline. I'm interested in the B-side track. So if you come to me talking, and I'm gonna say it, I know I'm gonna ruffle feathers. You know,
go ahead.
This is all respectful right here, right? This is respectful. But I'm gonna talk my shit. This is Queens, right?
Yep.
If you come to me talking to me about your artist catalog because it charted, I'm not interested in that.
Yeah.
I'm not interested. I don't care about what charts. I don't care what the masses listen to. What we're talking about right now is Mobb Deep. We're talking about October 10th. We're talking about that Infinite album produced by Alchemist and Havoc. We are talking about the songs that resonate with the soul. And I just told you, Adrenaline resonates with my soul. It resonates with the trunk of my car. It resonates with Where Your Heart At. Listen, there's records that resonate with me so much, I'm willing to put it on my skin. I would put the title of Where Your Heart At somewhere on my body because that song resonates with me. Where Your Heart At. The tempo, the cadence, the flow. Where Your Heart At is just dirty work for Murder Music. That song is incredible. You continue.
When I play your album, do I have the face like I just smelt spoiled milk? Do I do this every track? Or you have to take out your headphones and pause the music and get up and walk away and say, no, he didn't just say this. I know he didn't just say this. Do I get that type of feeling? Do I get the feeling where I got to play that thing? I got to play that track
so
many times that I know the lyrics before I go on to the next track? Let me tell you something. Mobb Deep, I think, and you can tell me if I'm wrong or not, Prodigy has so many quotables. Prodigy has a verse on Shook One's Part 2 that I think the world knows verbatim. That is a song that people know verbatim. That song, when that beat drops, it's being used still today in movies.
Shit, Eminem used it in 8 Mile, right?
8 Mile.
Eminem used it in 8 Mile, which completely
completely
opened the doors to the rest of the world. To Mobb Deep.
That, and also use a track from Onyx, another Queens artist, with Last Days. Another Queens artist.
Listen. I'm actually.
Come on. What we talking about, man?
I'm actually playing. I'm doing my best to play nice because I want to keep it consistent with October 10th. You would think I was signed to Mass Appeal because I'm trying to keep it in line with October 10th. Mobb Deep album, Alchemist, Havoc, Nas featured, hers on the album, Raekwon, Ghostface, Big Noid. Right? I'm trying to keep it nice because
I'm glad that Noise on that.
My boy here is gonna have me talking my boy here is gonna have me doing a segue talking my queen shit. He's gonna have me talking about Nas in the casino. I don't want to do that right now. I don't want to do Nas in the casino. I don't want to do that. I don't want to.
Queens didn't fly the niggas.
I don't want to do Nas in the casino. You see me trunking like that?
Yes.
It's like I feel it's almost like a little bit like with Flex. I had a Flex moment. He does stuff like that, right? So when I talk about Nas in the casino, I don't want to talk about Nas in the casino, right? I don't want to talk about Nas in the casino. I don't want to talk about the fact that visitors come to New York and they overlook Queens, but yet they find Queens when it's time for the U.S. Open, right? They find Queens when it's a Mets game, and you could say, Mets ain't winning nothing, it's Yankees, yeah, fine. You could, whatever, right? They find Queens with a Mets game, right? They find Queens when they land in New York because to all you folks that want to talk about your borough, I don't care about your dusty borough, respectfully.
Don't care about it.
Respectfully,
don't care about it.
Because you gotta land in Queens, you gotta leave in Queens. I'm gonna say it one more time. You don't have to like the borough. You don't even have to come. I don't have to go to your borough, respectfully, right? But I am so proud of Queens. I am so proud of Queens and the people that came from Queens, Russell Simmons. And I'm not talking about personal lives because I know no one's... I say this all the time on the channel. So before anybody says, Russell Simmons did this or Nas... Let's be clear. I said this. I take accountability off top. This is not about perfect men. Honorable men doesn't mean you're perfect. If anything, the title is you striving to be honorable men. And the discord is that whether we're honorable and we have families, we're not aligned. We're not in harmony because discord is lack of harmony. So we're not always in harmony. And I think it's safe to say that black community is not in harmony, but I don't want to go off of that or for Mobb Deep. When it comes to Queens, I feel like we constantly get overlooked, but people fail to remember you have to land in Queens if you're coming to New York. Because last time I checked, there's not an airport in another borough. All right, we have 2 airports. That's how much. What's the word for it? Give me a word for that. We got 2 airports in our borough for you to land. Pick one. JFK, LaGuardia.
I have a lot of words, but we trying to keep this clean, keep it on track.
Yeah, let me keep it Mobb Deep because then I'm going to end up. I'm going to mess up this whole episode.
I've been killing it for years, and truth be told, man, when you say you from Queens, man, niggas already know how you giving it up, man. Like niggas already know. You already know what's going on, man.
Listen,
we the flyest borough. I don't care what nobody say.
And let me piggyback off of that. And I'm not saying fly. I don't know what his definition of fly is, and I'm allow him to explain. But when we say fly, it's not about that, pound for pound, whoever you put us next to, we dress better. Because speaking for myself, I could give 2 shits about that. Now, can I throw down if I wanted to? I could throw in a little something, you know what I'm saying? But that's not my go-to. We're fly. We embody fly, meaning our mentality.
We always
With
think about
a
getting to the
Queens
money.
person is so focused on the journey. We're looking fly whilst we're doing it. We're going through all the trials and tribulations that everybody's going through, but we're so focused on the journey and the hustle.
Yep,
We're
the
not
hustle.
wasting time with the small talk. That's the difference
Mm-hmm.
between a Queens person. We're not we're not um we're not out of the loop. So I don't know if other boroughs may think like they get over on us, or we're not aware of when this shady situations going down. We're very smart and intuitive. We could dress, but that's why our slogan is Queens get the money,
Queens get the money.
because we're so focused on where we're trying to go, whether we make it or not. That's what propels us. Everything else is in the rear view. That's one thing I learned from Queens. That's the one thing. That's the reason why I have such respect and love for Queens, and I'm so proud to be from Queens, because regardless if I make it in the journey that I'm in, whatever endeavor that I take on, I'm so focused on the journey that the chatter from the side is small talk, and then the people that's talking from the side can't seem to figure out why they're not slowing me down. Is because I was raised in Queens, and I'm too focused on what's in front of me. And if you're in front of me, I'm gonna get around you. If I have to go over you, go around you, I'm gonna get to my destination regardless. It's God's plan, not man's plan.
Mm-hmm.
But Queens, man, Queens.
Let's give it up for Queens, baby.
Let's give it up for Queens. And so let me go into we're gonna get off of murder music. Right after that was 2001, The Infamy. Do you need to hear the track listings?
Yes, I definitely need that.
All right.
Track listen on that one.
So, right off the gate, and this is her at her height, and she could sing her ass off. And I'm by no means am I shitting on her. Little Mo, off the gate, first song, Pray For Me. Oh my goodness. Oh, Little Mo.
Let me tell you,
she was on DJ Clue.
Yeah, let me tell you something. That is a cheat as well, because I'm not really too sure on her career, but when you put her with an artist,
yes,
she always over delivered.
Yo, listen,
and made the song 10 times better.
Listen, salute to Little Mo.
I remember that song. Yes, she went crazy on that.
And we're gonna keep this thing rolling. My light went out.
Keep on, cause
my light went out. But listen, this is real. My light went out. So you see, it's dimmed.
Yeah.
But it's all right. We're going to keep it rolling. That's the first song, Pray For Me, Little Mo. Second one is Getaway. Look at his reaction. Look at his reaction. I'm going to have to ask you, brother, let me get through the list, because I already know how it's going to go, right? Getaway is the second song, right? Third song, Bounce. Fourth song, Clap. Come on. Fifth song, Kill That N-word. Sixth song, My Gat Spittin', featuring Infamous Mobb. Seventh is Handcuffs. Eighth is Hey Love, featuring 112. 9 is Learning, which is called, they put in quotations, not quotations, they put in bars, Burn, featuring Big Noid. 10 is Live Foul, 11 is Hurt N-Words, featuring Big Noid. 12 is Get At Me. 13 is I Won't Fall. 14 is Crawl. 15 is Nothing Like Homie. Nothing Like Home. Listen, I wear glasses for a reason, folks. Don't come for me with the mispronouncing. 15 is Nothing Like Home, featuring Littles. And 16 is There I Go Again, featuring Ron Isley.
Okay, I'm ready. I already know what my favorite 2 tracks is.
Let me hear you too.
Nothing Like Home. That sampled. I forgot. Don't hold on. So, Nothing Like Home sampled a very great song. I can't remember the name of the song. I just caught a freeze. But my second track would be Getaway. That song always does it for me.
Mm-hmm.
But now I have to find out what is that sample from that first track I just stated. because a lot of people tried to sample that, but I listened to a few of artists who sampled that same song on that, but Mobb Deep did the best rendition of it. I can't remember that track.
Folks, if you watch this episode, if you made it this far, let us know in the comments which sample that's from, if you know.
Oh, I'm trying to remember. It's a big artist. Big artist.
What song is he talking about? What song are you talking about?
Far From Home. I mean, what's the track name again?
Bounce, Clap, Kill That, My Gats, Handcuffs,
Nope.
Hey Love.
Nope.
The Learning.
Nope.
Live Foul.
Nope.
Her N-Word, Get At Me.
No.
I Won't Fall, Crawling.
Nope.
Nothing Like Home.
Nothing Like Home.
Let me hear this real quick. I'm gonna play it. No copy. Yo, listen, folks, I gotta keep it. I want to keep it going. Thank you for pointing that out, because I need to hear the beats to know which one I'm picking.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely picking Nothing Like Home as one of my two, right? And that little second that I played, I know the YouTube police is gonna come for me. They're gonna say, yeah, you gotta cut that out the episode. So if I have to cut that section out the episode, if you notice a glitch in this episode, is because I played it and YouTube came for me. I'm picking Nothing Like Home as one of my two. And I'm gonna have to say my second one is Pray For Me, because that beat drops hard. And Little Mo, like he said, when she gets with certain artists, her vocals is just like, it's smashing on the beat. And that intro.
Now, I'll be honest with you. I don't know. I don't want to take anything away from her, but I don't know if Little Mo has ever dropped a solo album, because I'm only used to her.
Well, let me look that up.
I'm only used to hearing her.
I'll look that up. I believe she did. She was like heavily associated with Desert Storm, because she was always with Fabulous to a degree, if I'm not mistaken.
Fabulous.
Correct me if I'm wrong. So I have that for you. So it appears she dropped a debut album 2001. It was based on a true story. That's the title of it.
I remember now.
2003 she had Meet the Girl Next Door. 2011 she said P.S. I Love You. And then her last album was 2014, The Scarlet Letter. All right. But let's go into America's Nightmare, because I want to unfortunately wrap the album. I don't want to unless you want to, I can go into the G-Unit album if you want to.
I would prefer not to.
Okay. Respect. We want to keep it.
I did enjoy
some songs.
Tracks. Yeah, I remember a couple of songs, but
the reason why I want to stop at the G-Unit album is not to disrespect the G-Unit run or that album, but I think it's fair to say the essence of Mobb Deep was Mobb Deep outside of the collab with G-Unit. And I respect 50 Cent for doing that, putting bread in both of their pockets. I just love seeing that. I love that on any level, you know, artists building with each other and providing, and everyone's providing for their family. I respect what 50 Cent did, but I feel like the truth, and by all means, anyone who disagrees with me or my boy here, Zaire, hit us in the comment. Let us know why you disagree respectfully, because again, you know, this is respectful dialogue. If you disagree, if you say that, if you believe that we should have went into the Mobb Deep album on G-Unit, but I just feel like after America's Nightmare, I think the essence of Mobb Deep wasn't necessarily there with the G-Unit project. It was there, but it wasn't really there. Like the sound, obviously, because I think another thing too, and the reason why I'm saying that, I think they had production from Sean Money XL, if I'm not mistaken, and that's a different feel. It had a different feel to it. It didn't feel like Mobb Deep. Now, America's Nightmare.
I remember,
America's Nightmare 2004. You need me to go to the track listing?
Yeah, go ahead. I told you I'm older, man. So
no, it's fine. I'm old. I'm right there with you. I know them. This is 16 album. This is 16 tracks. The first one's called America's Nightmares after the self-title. The second one is Win or Lose.
Well, oh my
Whoa,
God,
whoa,
that
whoa,
was
whoa,
a
whoa.
killer.
As I'm reading it, I'm sorry I have to put that out there. That's one of my two. All right. The third one is Flood the Block. Fourth is Dump featuring Nate Dogg. 5 is Got It Twisted. 6 is When You Hear the. 7 is Real N-Word. 8 is Shorty Wop. 9 is Real Gangsta featuring Jonathan Little John Smith. 10th is One of Ours, Part 2 featuring Jadakiss. The 11th is On the Run. 12th is Throw Your Hands. 13 is Get Me featuring Little's Annoyed. 14 is We Up. 14's We Up. 15's Never Change. And 16's Got It Twisted. I know you set it off with your picks, but I'm gonna say it right now. My 2 picks is Win or Lose and We Up. 14.
I was gonna say this first 2. Yeah, you right on that. You right. Let me tell you something.
Mm-hmm. Go.
Mobb Deep. Do you realize that their first tracks are, when they drop an album, they get right to it immediately? As we are going over these albums, and you're listing, you're saying the track list. They start the album and get right to it.
Mm-hmm.
I just realized that because on the second album, you asked me, my favorite track on that album is the first song, Start of Your Ending. I think Mobb Deep, it just hit me like they start the album with fire.
They don't play around with you. They're not
playing around with it.
Playing.
They're not saying like, hey, you should listen to this part and then maybe you ease in to the second song. No, it's constantly hitting you in your head with bangers.
So, again, going back to what you said earlier, for those who may not understand how you say it, like it helped you through life. You said something along those lines. I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah, it shows you how to conduct yourself out in the streets.
Because Mobb Deep and certain artists in the rap game, not all artists in the rap game, it's sort of like the original Karate Kid. And again, I'm talking old movies because I'm an old head. All right, so I'm talking about the original Karate Kid. I'm not talking about Will Smith's son, and I'm not talking about the recent one.
I didn't even know there was a recent.
The recent one where the Mr. Miyagi's type character was Jackie Chan. I'm talking about the original Karate Kid with Mr. Miyagi. All right,
Ralph Macchio.
There you go.
Yep.
Mobb Deep, much like that movie, the things we learned from Mobb Deep were not necessarily direct. It was indirect. What I mean by the correlation between the two, in the Karate Kid movie, the original one, Mr. Miyagi had Daniel's son cleaning his fence. It was wax on, wax off. Wax on, wax off.
Let me stop you right there. Cleaning the fence, it was up and down. The car was wax on, wax off.
Thank you, brother. See, this is why you need good, honorable men on your side by your side. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So he's correct. So, all right, so let me take it to what I wanted to talk about, which is the fence. So it was the up and down, right? And he had him come over his house. Mr. Miyagi had Daniel's son come over his house and constantly do the up and down. And Daniel's son was getting frustrated, like, yo, I thought you was teaching me karate. What's all this? You just using me to paint your house, right? And then Mr. Miyagi said, all right, show me up and down. And he did like a jab or something like that. And Daniel's son realized he blocked him. He said, show me wax on, wax off. And then basically he showed Daniel's son, you missed the point. Instead of you being patient and disciplined and just come here and do what I tell you to do, you assumed I wasn't training you. But he was training him. He was teaching him. So with that being said, the correlation that I'm bringing to you with the Mobb Deep album, or Mobb Deep in general, with some of their music, is they were teaching you indirectly. So what my brother just pointed out with how off the gate the albums go straight to it. It's again, like I told you, it's a testament to life. There's no time to play, folks.
Mm-hmm.
That gym membership that's collecting dust, or the gym that you never signed up for, so on and so forth. I could go on and on. There's no time to play, folks. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. And that's another reason why, not just because of my age and my life experience, that's another reason why I encourage all of you to go out there and get it. Go out there and get it. It's not just a Queens thing, although Queens helped me achieve that mentality. You got to go out there and get it. Tomorrow's not promised. We're on a clock. You might think you're in control of that clock, but we're on a clock. We're aging by the day. We don't even... Life is so special and unique. We're never able to actually see when the white hair comes in. It just shows up. You know, I was at the barbershop the other day, and he did something, and I remember seeing a speck, and I thought it was like something in my hair, and I went to like dust it out, and it was still there. And then when I went closer to the mirror, I'm like, damn, a white hair is in my beard. I had no white hair in my beard. I had maybe like 3 on top. But it's not about my white hair. Don't miss the point with what I'm trying to say. Time is ticking, folks. All right, and I know this episode is about Mobb Deep, Infinite album, October 10th, produced by Havoc and Prodigy, with incredible features. But this is also about get out there and enjoy life.
Time is short.
Life can be short.
You that. Prodigy taught you that because you thought he was gonna be here forever. And when you heard of the passing of him, you know, it's sad that people don't give flowers a lot of the times until after a person has passed. That's the sad part. When you look at Prodigy's whole entire music career, through all the features, all the albums involved with him and Havoc, and you realize that you was witnessing greatness in real time, but you maybe didn't fully appreciated it at the time that it was happening, which is normal. It happens sometimes where you really don't see how great someone is, from the features even to, you know, something. Let me tell you something. At one point, a lot of people will say that Prodigy, for a time in hip hop, was the #1 artist for a brief amount of time, which is why Jay-Z went at him. Because Jay-Z, he doesn't respond. He doesn't respond to people who ain't
relevant or on his level.
On his level.
Yeah.
So when he took a shot, it was because he knows, like, hey, this guy's something, and you know, he gave it up still. Like,
he still gave it up.
He still gave it up though. But just I know what you were talking about, but something just hit me about how many quotables this guy has. It's a long list, but also 2 of my favorite songs with Prodigy are features. He has a feature with LL Cool J with the Who Shot Your remix, Illuminati. Yeah. That's still being sampled.
So listen, brother,
to this day.
I'm gonna wrap this one up.
Go ahead.
Because you know, with this, we do this like this is nothing.
I listen to Prodigy and A+. It's a long time ago. He went crazy on that too, man.
So I'm gonna end with this. I hope everyone enjoyed this.
I can't wait.
I hope you all enjoyed this long episode, and by all means, share it with your friends. This is for the real enthusiasts that really love music, man. This is all in love, you know. It's all in love. I just want to say 2 things before I wrap. One, get out there and just go for it. Whatever it is. We're not talking about, you know, I'm not here to specify on what that thing is. Just go out there and get it, because time is ticking. We're all on the clock. It's not just me. It's not just my boy. We're all on the clock. So get out there and get it. Be a light. Decide today what you're going to be in this world if you haven't decided already. Are you function as a light, or are you part of darkness? Are you tearing people down because you're jealous, or because you have personal issues that you have to sort out? or are you a light? Do your best to lean more towards the light. Don't be a negative contributor to this world. All right. I have to say that. Don't be a negative contributor to this world. All right. And the last thing I want to say before I wrap this up is we've gone through some of the albums. We skipped the first and we didn't go to what would be like the last, I want to say the June album. Yeah. We went to all the albums in between. And now we're going to end it like this. Because I already know my song. You're on an island, and this is for my viewers. You could sit. You could
Shook
get
once.
You even let me finish.
Part two.
Okay.
No, okay. What you're gonna.
All right. So all right.
It's
So
probably,
okay.
It's one of the greatest hip hop songs ever invented.
All right. So this is for my viewers, and the question's for my viewers. You're on an island, and you can only have one Mobb Deep or Prodigy record with you. What would that song be? Let me know in the comments. You're on an island. You could only have one Mobb Deep or one Prodigy song that you hold on to. What would it be? And I'm going to leave you guys with mine. Mine is Veterans Memorial. All right. And I want to say it correctly because Prodigy's my guy. You know, he's on the Mount Rushmore for me. So let me say this correctly. All right. This, and I told you I like the B-side songs. I'm not concerned with necessarily the records that most might flock to, but HNIC 2, right? Veterans Memorial Part 2 is a record that, if any, listen,
was that on a Mobb Deep album, or was that on a Prodigy?
It's Prodigy. Album? So I said if you could take either a Prodigy.
Okay.
So I'm gonna play a clip of it, and then you guys do your due diligence if you don't know this record, because it's a B-side record. Go watch the video. The video is real grainy and gritty. But this record, if I could take no song, just one song that represents Prodigy, represents Mobb Deep, even though it's not a Mobb Deep song, Prodigy is a reflection of Mobb Deep. Havoc is a reflection of Mobb Deep. This is my record.
Damn, boy, we lost a good one.
Listen, I have to stop it because I'm gonna get it.
You don't want to get copyright.
I don't want copyright. I probably will get a copyright, but listen, that's my song. That is my song. That is so much my song that like y'all can play it at my funeral, man. That's my song. I mean that. And I'm not rushing myself to a grave. That is my record. Again, Veterans Memorial Part 2 from the HNIC 2 album. Gentlemen, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. This is my longest video, but trust me when I tell you, this is how I intend my videos to really be. I want the people that really want to hear good dialogue from men to stick around. But I appreciate all of you. This was an honor to be able to do this episode with my brother. I have other brothers I'd love to do episode with as well. And for whatever reason, man, we're grown men, we're honorable men, we're striving to be honorable men. And life happens, we got our families, we got kids, we don't, we're not able to link up as often as we like. So it took this long in all these episodes I've been dropping to do this. But boy, am I glad that I was able to chop it up with my brother about this album coming out October 10th. And I'm plugging this album like they pay me. I feel like I'm a unofficial member of Mass Appeal.
They have paid you before,
right?
They have paid you.
They paid me. They have paid me. Thank you for saying that.
They have paid you.
Yeah. They have paid me. They have paid me. But listen, gentlemen, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. By all means, leave a comment if you want to say something. And this won't be the last you see from my brother, because I plan to have him on here again. Again, salute to the U.S. Marines. Salute to you as a Marine.
Appreciate it, big dog.
You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate
Anything you want to say in closing out?
Hey, it doesn't take nothing to hit like, subscribe, comment. See you next time.
There it is, man. Stay honorable.